Gore. It's time, gentlemen. It is time that we do the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Welcome to the Fake Racers Podcast.
Welcome to the Jake Racers Podcast.
There seems to be an imbalance in energy levels this week.
I'm faking it, so not entirely.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Cat's excited.
I blame Dover.
Yeah, I
I
fell
blame Dover
asleep
Motor Speedway.
during the race. I missed the first
I-
half of it, and then I fell asleep during the second half of it. It was great.
Yeah.
I was up in Donner riding bike trails with my brother, and then I checked Discord and saw everybody talking about that it was raining, and I'm like, oh, I can pull up the stream for the last few laps on my phone, and I watched the last 15 laps, and then everybody was mad.
That was the best last 15 laps comparative to the rest of the race that you could have ever pulled the stream up for. So that was honestly pretty clutch by you, I gotta say.
Yeah. I saw Noah Joyce, friend of the show, complaining about how bad the race had been, and I was like, okay, I'm not missing anything.
Yeah. It was rough.
It was not a very good race. I thought, I don't know.
Dover,
It feels like the kind of race that could have been more entertaining if, we had the Prime broadcast, you know? I feel like Prime was, really good at making races that were otherwise uneventful look pretty good. When they, we'll kind of get to, the end of the race, but when they got side by side, the racing was pretty cool. I like that they could really, wring each other's necks out. That was pretty fun when they were side by side, but it was a bummer that once you pass someone, is kind of wraps, you know?
That's just a problem with this car.
I mean, that's going to be a problem with any car now that we're going this fast.
Yeah. There's been a lot of hand-wringing about the aero blocking, and, it's justified. It's frustrating in all forms of motorsports. But it was definitely frustrating to watch as, they really played up, how much of a tire advantage Chase Briscoe had, and then going into turn one on the final lap, and he just, buries it down into turn one, and then Hamlin just drives away mid-corner. And it was like, well, okay.
Yeah.
Well, Briscoe could have raced Hamlin a little bit more like a dick, too, if he wanted to on that restart.
He could have, but he was probably one breathe of the throttle away from ending up like Christopher Bell.
True.
Yeah,
that too. Yeah.
And I'm sure he probably realized that.
Second place ain't bad, right?
Yeah. And, to be fair to Denny Hamlin, well, because he was side by side, he was doing a good job playing defense up top. He was making those old tires. He was using them up for sure. Something that Denny Hamlin is usually pretty good at, so that's not entirely surprising.
Racing like a jackass? What?
I'd go that far, but...
Hey, Joe, what you doing? What's on your mind?
Nothing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to just...
really focused
on
something else.
I'm coloring the bottom of the car, a black car with a black Sharpie.
If you ever need any evidence that we're that we're all on the
pretty loose operation going on here.
Yeah, paying attention.
Where is it? I have just because
this is how you know the race was awful this weekend. It's the fact that we're just
where is it?
We're just here.
I can't find it. I have a little Tech Deck BMX bike that I just mess around with on my desk when we do oops sides. Just because I can't help it.
Well, yeah, because that show, people are talking forever. Oh my god.
We're talking about Colts Giants, and I'm just sitting here doing fucking feeble grinds on my keyboard.
Because you understand that you don't need to go that deep. It ain't that deep. Colts Giants, not that deep.
Not that deep. I used to have a set of 2 to 4 IndyCar 164 diecasts that I would leave on my desk that I would just play around with.
Yeah, I got a Lego tow truck right here, so I got that going for me.
There you go.
Oh, that's a good set.
Yeah.
I went to the Lego store recently, and I was very annoyed that I wanted to spend as much money as I wanted to spend, and I didn't do it, but I really
Good
wanted
job.
to.
Proud of you.
I got Bionicles here.
Proud
Heck
of
yeah,
you.
So-
dude, he's just swinging.
Proud of you, Davey.
I've got 2 of the original ones that are like in the canister too, so that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah,
Anyway,
byproduct of a race that had not as much happening. I didn't think it was. I mean, I've kind of come around on like boring races. Like I find something to get like out of it.
Boring races
So
are
I kind
okay
of-
because then they help you realize that there are good races. And unfortunately, Dover just continues to put on bad, boring races, and the crowd showed because there was none. The front stretch was pretty packed out, but then
Yeah, especially after the rains, everyone kind of booked it out of there.
well,
Yeah.
even before the rain. I mean, I didn't think that crowd was anything to write home about. I don't think it was awful by any means, but I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
could have been a little better.
I don't know. I appreciate Dover for what it is, and that helps me get past the fact that it was.
Do you think they
rather
lose a date
uneventful.
eventually? Do you think that comes
Yeah.
off at some point?
Yeah, I mean, it already should have happened. I'm surprised it hasn't.
Well, they only have one race.
Oh,
That's what I
lose
meant.
a date, but you said lose a date.
Yeah,
I was like,
I
wait,
didn't-
they have 2? Okay,
Yeah, no, they only have the one.
okay. Well, I mean,
It's
I don't-
tough, right? Like,
it's too cool of a venue to me. It's
Yeah.
too cool of a
Yeah.
track.
Yeah, Dover's one of those places that like it reminds me of Pocono, where it doesn't necessarily put on great racing all the time, but like it's such a difficult and unique track that I feel like we need it.
I agree with that.
So I don't know.
should we
it's just
run
it's
a bigger
frustrating.
tapered spacer to slow the cars down? Would that help? Or
That
a
feels like
smaller-
sarcasm.
A smaller tapered spacer? Smaller. Yeah, restrict the air.
Yeah. Do you think we should, Joe?
I don't know. I'm asking. I'm just I'm just trying to figure out how to make the racing better at these high speed short ovals. The racing on these tracks sucks in IndyCar. Sucks
Yeah.
in NASCAR. Like,
Honestly,
Maybe we
I
should just delete air.
yeah,
just race on the moon,
Race on the moon.
yeah.
What were you gonna say, Matt? Sorry.
or just like because the Chili Bowls run indoors. Let's just like vacuum seal all the cars and then just suck all the air
Mm,
out of the building and just race in a vacuum.
okay.
Problem solved.
I kind of like that idea.
These are realistic ideas.
Mhm.
This totally doesn't sound like something some South African idiot would suggest. But I've forgotten my actual point now. Oh yeah, I think it still just comes down to like it's the same thing at Martinsville where like the corner speeds are so high that like
And you can shift.
you have that too. But like the cornering speeds are so high and the braking distances are short that there's not a lot of area to make up ground. And the faster corner speeds are, the more air dependent the cars are. So I like I'm obviously not an engineer. I've probably said that 1,000 times on this show, but it just seems like
I'm an engineer.
like
and
maybe a reduction.
I'm an engineer and I don't know how to fix it. So,
Yeah, that my couch quarterback idea is just like if we can find a way to reduce lateral grip in the cars, I feel like it'll help something, or off throttle time or something. I don't know, but it's just frustrating because like
I think you need to just
internet.
you need to just let the good teams be better than everyone again. Honestly, I think that fixes it. Oh wait, this weekend the good teams were better than everyone.
It's like
Yeah,
this is bait.
I saw a lot of people mad in Discord about like Hendrick and Gibbs like basically locking out the top 8, and I'm like, well, that's racing, baby.
That's kind of what happens, man.
Yeah.
Like
They've literally been
This-
waiting for this for a month.
Yeah.
Think about that.
the cars are too equal. Set everyone ready to complain that the
Poor-
best teams were really good again.
Poor Chase Elliott. Cars were
Poor
too
Chase
equal.
Elliott. Tisk, man.
He's only in the points lead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but fire Alan Gustafson.
I did see Chase fans mad about the pitting for 2 thing at the end there.
I mean, yeah, it was dumb.
which was dumb, but like in the grand scheme of things, you know, what if he makes one mistake and it kind of ruins the race there? Like I get that it was pretty dumb, but like, what did we just say? He's leading the points. He was.
Yeah.
It's not all bad. You know what I mean?
Life's miserable if you're a Chase Elliott fan.
Yeah, it must be really hard to have a driver that gets all their diecast made and has all this merchandise and gets all this coverage and runs really well, and then like is a pretty like consistent, you know, contender for wins and whatnot. It must be really hard.
Yeah, it's awful, honestly.
It's not like all of our drivers are winless this year or anything. That would be terrible. You know, God forbid that would happen.
Well, here's the thing: Davies' driver was a big winner on Saturday. Again,
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Connor Zilisch.
He's so hot that it had to rain on him, baby.
And it still didn't cool him off.
Still couldn't.
Do you think it was that cookie skillet? Do you think that's what?
It's a skillet cookie. Say it the right way around. I swear on my goodness gracious heart.
Well, you think that was what did him in? Like that was
Absolutely, yeah, for sure.
About?
He.
Don't,
well,
nope,
in
don't
another
tell him.
episode
Don't
of.
tell him.
Okay, yeah,
Nope.
You're not allowed to know. But
Okay.
yeah, Connor Zilisch wins the rain-shortened Xfinity race on Saturday. Once again, that race didn't really have a whole bunch happen in it either. I also wasn't able to watch it fully.
I was just watching the highlights and not much happened.
Yeah.
There's really, like, you know, how YouTube has like the thing where it'll show you like the most replayed moments. It's basically just like a straight line. Like, yeah, Connor Zilisch is on a truly ridiculous streak right now.
Since
if
he
you look at his
returned from injury, yeah, were you going to say this? Go ahead. Yeah, you
yeah, he has not finished outside the top 5 since he sat out the race at Texas.
Dude.
Which we gotta point out, didn't Larson win that race also? So
He
like
did.
that 88 team is absolutely freaking rolling ever since that happened.
Imagine, like, he saw Kyle Larson win that race, and he's like, "Damn, I gotta win races," and then he did it.
Yeah, 'cause,
Just
like, he was
can't stop
having-
doing it.
He was having like a good rookie season, like finishing around 12th, and you know,
Had
like
the win
most races,
already.
and he gets hurt 2-2, 5-1, 4-2, 1-1, like just ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
Did you guys see the funny thing he said after the race about he has two, because the trophy when you win Dover, even in ARCA, which he won last year, is like the monster guy, and he's like, they asked him what he's gonna do with this trophy or whatever, or something like that, and he was like, I don't know. Well, I have 2 of them now because I won ARCA last year. I wonder if I can make them make a baby and get a 3rd one.
I love him.
I'm so glad that he's not in like the Penske ladder, because they would work that out of him so fast. I'm glad he's going to Trackhouse where he can kind of continue to be himself, man.
I don't know. I feel like
so
the Penske
good.
guys are starting to like be allowed to be weird. I mean, not Logano, but like Cindric is kind of a weirdo. You know?
Logano's
Yeah,
always
but-
been weird, just in a different way.
Yeah, Logano's always been the different weird. I feel like Cindric would be way cooler though if he wasn't at Penske, because Cindric is like
everyone.
people don't
would
realize
be way
this, but
cooler if they weren't
Cin-
Penske.
no, but like but Cindric is actually like a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
And I see people hate on Austin Cindric because they get bad vibes, and it's like so far from the truth. Like Austin Cindric's actually like a really cool dude and like dope person and like really funny. Like everything that I've seen of him, where he's not having to be like gripped at the shirt collar by like Penske execs. Like he's pretty cool.
Mhm.
And I don't know. It would be.
Yeah.
It's a shame that we don't get to see like him, especially now that he's coming into his own a little bit more this season.
Especially now that his dad isn't there to look over him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, every time he's in the booth, he's great.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah. I like it because he does the ARCA races. So
Yes.
Yeah. And
Wait,
you know-
hold on. Sorry, I'll talk about this from the shop. Let's move on.
oh, okay.
I know what
Um,
you're gonna add.
I was gonna segue back to that, but yeah, we'll do that from the shop. Yeah, and I was gonna say Blaney's always just been like his own man, because like when he was driving for Wood Brothers, he had this super bushy beard and the long hair and everything, and then he went
Penske
to
makes him cut it
Penske.
at the start of the year,
Yeah.
and then by the end of the
Yeah,
year, he's
that-
got it back.
yeah, it lasted like half a year, and then he was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So,
Speaking of,
Yeah.
Penske.
Oh my god.
They're so bad in IndyCar. It's awesome. I mean,
They
it's
are
not awesome,
so
but
bad in IndyCar.
as a fan of Penske, it's not awesome. But
They're so bad in IndyCar right now.
Joseph Newgarden just like his his interview coming out of the care center. Oh man, he was just like so defeated.
Matt, are you looking up the IndyCar stats right now or anything?
Yeah, I am.
Don't look at the points. I want to ask you a question.
Back up. Okay.
Okay, who do you think is the highest Team Penske driver in points right now?
Well, I was gonna say from the little bit I did see, I know it's not Newgarden.
No,
So is it Will Power then, or
it is Will Power. Where is he in points?
I'm gonna say 11th.
He's ninth. He's a little bit better than you think, but
Yeah.
the highest Penske driver in points is ninth. Scotty Mack is 13th. Joseph Newgarden is 16th place in points, which
Jesus
is
Christ.
unbelievable.
I can't even name 16 IndyCar drivers.
That's
You don't know who Louis Foster is? Louis Foster?
oh my god. You say that, and now I'm starting to think. I'm like, can I name 16?
Like I've scrolled down. Who is Christian Lundgaard driving for? I have no idea.
Ray Hall,
I cannot tell you.
right? He's in Ray Hall.
No, I'm gonna scroll back up and see.
What number is he?
Arrow McLaren.
Lundgaard's
Oh,
in a
there- oh.
McLaren.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
God, yeah, that is. I'm trying to think of the way to describe this. Like, as somebody who's been preying on Penske's downfall for several years now, this is fun to watch.
Alex Palou.
Which is
oh yeah.
I was gonna say it's a shame because I like Scott McLaughlin. But yeah, and like Joseph Newgarden's cool, but I'm tired of him winning. Yeah, what were you gonna
Carry
say?
that same energy for Alex Palou, who now only has a 96-point lead with 4 races to go.
Oh, only 96 points, all to play for still.
Hey man,
Mm-hmm.
he's been kind of booty. When I say he's been kind of booty, he did win Iowa race number 2. But
Yeah.
Oh my god. I was wondering why the points I don't think the IndyCar website points are updated yet.
oh my god, that's awesome.
But ESPN's is.
Oh God.
IndyCar.
There's no way.
I kind of want to go to Indianapolis just to go to IndyCar HQ and be like, what are we doing?
Can we tighten this operation up a little bit, you guys? What's going on?
Okay, anyway, moving on. But yeah, they're in Toronto this weekend. There was a kind of a chaotic mid-race of a bunch of yellows. One of the craziest ones was Rossi. He it looked like he was about to just kind of skim the wall and exit, which happens at street courses sometimes. He hit like a lip on the wall, like part of with the edge of one of the walls was exposed by maybe 3 or 4 inches, and it ripped the right rear wheel off almost and destroyed the car. And it was just a bunch of stuff like that. Someone ended up on top of Joseph Newgarden. I forget who it was.
It was whoever's in the 51. I'm watching it right now. It's one of the Ware guys. Is that Rasmussen? I think.
I think you're right. No, it was Jacob Abel.
That's who it is. Yeah, Jacob.
Whoever the fuck that is.
The thing with Rossi reminded me, I don't remember what street circuit it was, but there was a famous one where Ayrton Senna hit just like that, where he hit the Jersey barrier with his right rear and it broke the suspension, and he swore up and down that somebody had moved the wall at some point. And they found out later on that the way he was running that corner is he was literally leaning the right rear tire on the Jersey barrier every time, and somebody had hit it the lap before and jarred it out of place, and so when he did that, it hit the edge of the one that was sticking out and broke his rear suspension. And they were like, "Oh shit, I guess he was right."
I remember that.
Yeah. Trying to think of what else happened in IndyCar, but Pato won.
Pato won. Pretty cool for Pato Award.
Go.
There's Dale Coyne podium thanks to some of that mid-race chaos,
Oh, yeah.
which is always
Renus
fun.
DK.
Arenas VK. You know what? Good for him, man. Good for Dale
Yeah.
Coyne. Never mad about Dale Coyne doing all right. Every
Yeah.
once in a while, they just nail some sort of strategy thing and they knock it out of the park. So happy for them. IndyCar deserved a good race, and Toronto was that. They've had a rough go of it this year.
Yeah, especially because I think there's a rumor that they're not going back to Iowa next year because the turnout was so bad this year.
Yep, which is not good.
There's been a lot of doom and gloom about IndyCar this year, so good that there's still good races in there.
Yes. Despite everything, despite itself, it does have good races still.
Yep.
I think that's. I mean, does anyone else have anything for hot laps? Anything else happened this weekend in the racing world that I missed?
Well, there was something in the Cup race, but I don't know if we want to do that from the shop. It's that we literally can't lose. We just keep winning.
Oh my god! I meant to add that to the end. I meant to add that to the end. Oh,
us Ty Dillionaires. We literally can't lose.
Ty, goddamn Dillon did it. He got like a lucky dog that put him a lap ahead of John Hunter at the end. I genuinely was cheering out loud. I was yelling about it. I was so excited.
Tears.
I saw that happen on my phone, and I was like, "There's no way. God wants it to happen at this rate. Like, this is a higher power."
Literally, the rain came and got because he was like half a lap behind John Hunter when it rained.
Yeah. And let's not forget, Ty Dillon has one Xfinity win, correct?
At Indianapolis.
Yep. At Indianapolis.
It's happening.
It's coming home.
It is happening.
It's coming home.
I gotta say, it is fitting. Or there's just something funny about the final matchup is two guys named Ty who are both in NASCAR because of their grandpa's owning teams. I think that's just fitting.
And also one other bonus. Last year at the Brickyard, Ty Dillon finished ahead of Ty Gibbs. So
we literally
can't lose. What you will. Make of that what you will.
He's just too much of a winner. Like,
listen, I'm not just saying.
Ahead of him on speed.
I wouldn't say that, but but he did finish ahead of him.
How far apart are they in points? Because I know Ty Gibbs has had a bad year. I gotta check this now. Let's see. Ty Gibbs is. Where is he? Oh wow!
He may actually. You know what? He may have finished ahead of him on speed.
Oh my gosh!
Well, yeah,
ever since the points.
Yeah. He may have finished ahead of him on speed because Ty Dillon finished 19th in that race and Ty Gibbs finished 23rd.
Oh yeah.
We were at that race.
We sure were. I don't like to remember it.
Oh.
Not because of you, just because of what happened when I went to get us water.
Wah wah.
Yeah. That's okay. We both had a traumatic moment happen in that race, so.
I was kicking the grandstand for like 10 minutes. It was great. There's like no one around us, and I'm like pacing and yelling "fuck Kyle Busch," flipping him off as he goes by like it's 2080 all over again.
My all-time favorite race fan moment was when we were at Charlotte in 2021, and Tommy Joe Martin's wrecked, and Steven reeled back and just punched the shit out of the metal counter in front of us, and scared the living shit out of these two ladies sitting in front of us, terrified them.
I mean, wouldn't you be scared too if you saw a Yinzer do that?
A Yinzer in a purple Jimmy Spencer shirt.
Yeah, that would be pretty terrifying. For checks notes, Tommy Joe Martins. No.
Man, that was the super mega car.
Fair.
Good night, man.
All right, well, let's go ahead and go from the shop then.
That'll pick up on my recording. Whatever.
Okay, cool.
Cling, cling, clang, cling. Some schedule updates, Davey.
There are some schedule updates. We have gotten confirmation that Chicagoland is being considered for next year. With that comes the news that we are not returning to Chicago's street course next year.
Which is confirmed.
They did mention the potential to return to the streets of Chicago beyond 2026, but next year it is not happening. And then Racer confirmed that NASCAR is definitely going to San Diego next year. The location and layout is still to be determined, but it seems to be, I mean, a general consensus is it's going to be Coronado. And there's been some like rumors and stuff, and people saying they know what the layout is, and I haven't seen anyone confirm those. So still to be determined, but San Diego is definitely a go for next season.
There's also the rumor that Mexico City will be off of the calendar next year, so that'll be where San Diego gets its date. Chicagoland gets its date from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
San Diego will probably be 4th of July weekend, I believe.
Either that or Father's Day.
Okay. Interesting. Yep.
Yes, that's what I thought.
But yeah, some shakeups of the schedule next year that are always welcome.
Always welcome. That is one thing that I have to say. A lot of people have a lot to complain about with NASCAR. We see it every year. It's not like a new thing. It's not going away. But one thing that they've been doing right recently is the schedule. I have yearned for a schedule with this much diversity and this many cool locations for a long time. It's cool that we finally got it, and I hope we never stop doing this because it makes being a race fan very fun.
Yeah, the only bummer is I'm sad we're losing the Chicago Street Race. I hope we get it back in the future.
I think we will.
That track. It's like, not only is it like a cool spectacle, but it puts on great races too.
It does.
Like even though we've had 2 rainy races, both of those races were great too.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think they just need to try to find a different weekend for it.
Yeah.
Sounds like there's some staffing issues with it being 4th of July weekend.
Yeah, I think that was the main thing. Everyone wanted to switch up with it, and that makes sense. And I agree with you, as I hope it comes back because that race has the juice to be a crown jewel if they keep doing it. In my opinion, you know.
Yeah.
No, that's woke. OUR Motorsports.
That's woke too. That's pretty woke too.
Chris Wright was announced that Chris Wright was going to be out of the car.
Edit in the communist Bugs Bunny meme over me.
No.
OUR Motorsports.
No, too much work.
Man, that stinks.
It does stink.
Sucks that they're out of the sport, but that's what happens when you Chris Wright drive your car, I guess.
I did see rumors. That it wasn't Chris Wright. To be fair to Chris Wright, which I am normally not because he hasn't deserved team owner. Yeah, team owner wanted out, kind of gave up.
Well, I mean, I'd give up too if Chris Wright was my driver.
Yeah. The rumor that is not the one that Chris Wright wrecked so many cars that they put the team out of business, which is the leading theory. The rumor that's going around is that the owner of OUR Motorsports, he basically wanted to sell the team, couldn't sell the team, kind of quit, started laying off people, started selling off cars, not bringing good cars to the racetrack. It was rumored that they brought like a short track or a super speedway car to Chicago Street, for example.
What did they bring to Sonoma? Because Chris Wright actually did pretty good in that car.
Maybe they brought the short track car then, because maybe it just actually had brakes.
Maybe.
But yeah, it's whatever it is, it's not great to see. It's not great to see any race team close their doors. So, thinking about the employees over there and the mechanics and whatnot. Hope they find something.
Yeah,
a lot of hardworking people losing their jobs.
At least they're
a lot of good equipment out there now, though. So
charters didn't get taken away.
Yeah. Do we want to talk about? Well, so there was like a small update on that.
Their charters actually got taken away. That was the update.
No, because there was also. Yeah, I'm with
Yeah,
here.
it's some weirdness of so like the 2311 and FRM, they part of the reason why they were trying to get their restraining order against NASCAR was like, if we fail to make races, we are just going to be like irreversibly damaged by this, and we're going to have to shut down. But like, I'm summarizing kind of poorly, but that's basically what they're arguing. So NASCAR changed the rule to basically say that like, oh, the top 16 or the top 6 fastest open teams are locked in automatically.
Yeah.
Man, how many cars just lost their charters this week? Oh, 6? Oh, that's really convenient. But like,
Are we actually
you
mad
can't
about
just
this?
well, I'm not mad about it, but it's weird in a legal sense because you can't just make up evidence like that.
I don't think it's making up evidence.
Well, they then argued because then they took that to the court and said like, now they won't be damaged by it. We should dismiss this.
Yeah.
Like they're literally creating a counter argument out of the blue and then say like you can't do that.
Well, no. What it is 2311 has the burden of proof to prove that there will be irreparable harm to their team if they don't race as chartered teams. It's not, and that's what the crux of the argument is if I'm a chartered team versus a non-chartered team, is there harm to my organization? And now you'll be able to see that financially very black and white, just because they're going to get open team money, purse money. But what NASCAR did is they said they took that argument away from 2311 and Front Row that no, you'll still be allowed to race. Because the big part of the argument is, oh, well, we can't race without a charter. No, you can. You always have been able to. Again, I understand the frustration because, yeah, I agree.
It's just
it's funny. I think it's funny because in a legal sense, it's like, okay, yeah, they're allowed to race.
Yeah, what it reminded me of is we're gonna go into some deep internet gaming lore. I don't know if you guys ever heard about when Digital Homicide tried suing Jim Sterling for defamation, and they tried to sue them and say like, oh, you have to do it in Arizona because that's where they lived, and then the courts were like, well, no, because Jim doesn't do business in Arizona. So in order to prove that point, the person suing them like pledged to their Patreon and bought one of their shirts and was like, look, they're doing business in Arizona, now they have to come here. And they're like, no, you can't just do that. You can't just move the goalposts. And that's what NASCAR doing that reminded me of. Just like, hey, this is a legitimate concern we have, and the NASCAR's like, well, we'll just change the rules real quick and then say that no, that doesn't matter. That was the thing that I found funny. So
yeah, no, it is funny.
So it's weird. This whole thing's stupid.
Yeah, everyone's gonna be hurt by
Kind
this.
of where I'm at with it. Yeah, no one's coming out looking good here.
No.
Which is once again makes it even funnier that like the judge was like, "Hey, you guys should settle. This is bad for both. Like no one's doing good here. Like this is
a lot of big egos in the room."
Yeah.
No denying that for sure.
Here's the other funny thing. It was announced today that Kyle Larson's going to be in the 17 Hendrick Motorsports Xfinity car this weekend at Indianapolis. He was slated to be the guest commentator on the CW broadcast of the Xfinity race. Shout out to Kyle Larson for being like, I'm going to go run the Xfinity race instead of being a broadcaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not been having a great time the last like month or two. And I think that is definitely part of it.
You think he's going to get like PTSD? Driving through turn 2? He's just gonna be like,
I didn't think about that until now.
I was going to joke that this is basically a new double for him, so. He's doing the double again, man.
They should market it as that, honestly. I hope the 17 car is painted like the Cup car. With like the, you know what I mean? Matching livery. I mean, it will be. I forget, because I'm assuming he's running the, like they did last year where he ran the paint scheme.
The special scheme. Well, I think they ran it at Indy just because he basically didn't get to run it at Charlotte.
Well,
I don't know if they're doing it again.
They should. But I think I think the Wood brothers are going to run their throwback this weekend again too, potentially.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Kyle Larson, who cares? Who cares?
David Gravel cares. Shout
Good
out to
for him.
David Gravel for calling out Kyle Larson for always putting people in bad spots on the racetrack. And saying,
Oh, I
I
didn't
did
hear
get
that, but you know what? Good for him. 'Cause
I
that's
did get a
true.
kick out of it though of David Gravel. Like, I'm not saying he's wrong. Like, obvious. Like, yes, Kyle does do that. But I did think it was really funny that David Gravel was like, he doesn't do this for a living, and I'm like, well, you tried doing what he did for a living, and that didn't work out. So
I was gonna say
Like-
Jeff Gordon handpicked you too, bud.
yeah, I was gonna say. Also, he does something else for a living, so he doesn't have to do what you do for a living. Like, he runs like a fourth of the races that you do and makes like 4 times as much money, dude. Like, don't know what to tell you. That whole thing was just dumb. I was like, both of y'all need to shut up.
Cope.
Just
Yeah.
drive your race cars.
Yeah.
Cope.
Coping hard.
Bottom split moment of the week. My bottom split moment is this sick burn that I got on my arm. That's
Ew,
Oh,
what'd
dude,
you do?
sick burn.
at work. So, bottom split moment.
Don't do that.
Scars.
How'd you do it at work? Don't you work on a computer?
No, I work. Well, I should be working on a computer, but
Yeah.
we're still down people. So I work
So
with
you were
the
down in the.
plastic molding tools.
Yeah, you were in there.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's pretty fun.
All right. No one else has
Yeah.
any bottom split moments for the week. All right, great. Let's go ahead and go on to our Road to Pro moments this week.
Okay.
I mean, okay.
My bottom split moment is I'm tight. I'm tired.
Same.
I'm
All right,
tired.
moving
There's so
on.
much
Matt,
stuff going
bottom
on all the
split moment.
time.
Shut up, baby.
Mine is moto related, so you're just gonna have to bear with me.
Hell yeah, let's do it. I'm all in.
So Jorge Prado is a 2-time world champion who came over to the U.S. this year to race for Kawasaki, and he has been nothing short of terrible outdoors, and has been like very publicly like talking shit about his bike every week. And meanwhile,
Well, I already know
this
guy.
week, Mitchell Harrison on a privateer Kawasaki beat him this week. So clearly the bike's not that bad. This is also 2 weeks in a row that he just like straight up gave up in one of the motos. Like he whole shot of the first one and finished 8th. He started like 3rd in the second one and finished 19th. And then gave a very strange interview to Lewis Phillips that just kind of has to be heard to be believed. And apparently other people have ridden his bike and been like, it's awesome. I don't know what his problem is. Like, for example, Valentin Guillaume is a guy from Switzerland who has basically never beaten Jorge Prado. He's raced him for years in Europe. Guillaume also changed the shock oil in his bike for the first time this week. That's like something people do multiple times a weekend. Guillaume went 9-10 for 8th overall.
Lord.
Jorge Prado, a 2-time world champion, getting paid millions of dollars to ride factory Kawasaki's, went 8-19. So, it's bad. It's really fucking bad.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So, who knows what's going on over there?
Who does?
Anyway, dirt bikes.
Hell yeah. You got a road to pro moment there, Matt?
I don't know if I do. Not that this week was bad. I just nothing in particular stands out.
Right.
I can think of.
That makes sense.
Ty Dillon. That's Matt's Road to Pro moment of the week.
Yeah.
Ty Dillon.
Oh, we're gonna be billionaires after this week. I'm telling you.
Oh my god. I hope so.
Yes. Yes. Give it to me. Joe, you got a road to pro moment?
No, my arms are like. Look at all these burns on this arm. Like, look at that. And like, look at that.
Dude, what did you have happen?
I'm terrible at my
Babe.
job.
Do you need me to kiss it better? Is that a yes?
Maybe.
I had to really think about that one.
My road to pro moment is I don't really have. I got my I don't know. I'm going racing again. I know for sure when I'm going racing again next. So that's pretty good. Like I know there was a race this past week and I didn't get to do, which also could have been my bottom split moment, but I kind of hopefully by the time the next race comes around, like I am fairly certain I'll be past all of the like nonsense that is plaguing me currently, and I'll be able to go racing on that day, and so that's pretty exciting. So that's my road to pro moment. Is I know that I can make the next race for sure. I think.
Hell yeah! Love to see it.
All right, well that was the fake. that was the fake races podcast. Joe is tending to his wounds, obviously.
I'm crying over here.
Crying and tending to his
I hope the
wounds like a
scars
little
aren't terrible.
baby, like a little baby.
Do you think the
baby,
scars will help
baby.
me at the bar, or do you think they're gonna hurt me?
Well, they're hurting you right now, so they gotta help you later. But we appreciate you guys all watching and listening this week. As always, please make sure to comment or like the video if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening on Spotify, drop a rating, leave a comment on there. Follow us if you don't already. Find us on Twitter or X. I'm just going to call it Twitter. I'm never going to call it X. At Fake Racers.
Go edit that out where he called it that.
Grok.
Yeah, edit that out. Grok, is this the Fake Racers podcast? I don't really have anything going on this week personally, but if you guys have anything going on this week, just let me know. All right, cool. But once again, really appreciate everyone taking the time out of their week to listen. Hopefully we could do something entertaining about this weekend because a lot of people were mad about Dover. So if you're mad about Dover, hopefully you enjoyed this. If you like Dover, that's cool too. I didn't mind it that much.
Yeah.
But thank you for listening. We hope you tune in next week. This has been the Fakers Podcast. Bye.
Bye.